Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and I thought we could talk some Season 5 of Young Justice. Well, we got some pretty big news the other day that DC is indeed returning to San Diego Comic-Con. The San Diego Comic-Con went virtual after the worldwide health crisis, and now it's finally returning, and it appears many of the big players will be there making announcements. Now, for us fans of Young Justice, we are pretty hopeful for that Season 5, and it does seem like San Diego Comic-Con would be the place to make that announcement. But I fear we have some really bad news on that front. As many of you know, the showrunner, Greg Weisman, is very active on social media, and his level of fan interaction is totally legendary. Now, recently, somebody reached out to him on Twitter and asked him specifically about Comic-Con and whether or not he was going to be there. And I have to say, his answer did not inspire any confidence in me. The user asked, "Warner Brothers just announced their Comic-Con panels, and I didn't see your name anywhere. Is there not a Comic-Con panel? Is there not going to be any announcement of a new season in Comic-Con?" And Greg responded, "No one has talked to me about any convention appearances. Draw your own conclusions." Yikes. This does not inspire me to feel very confident about what's going on. Comic-Con is very planned out in advance, and I have to say, Greg not having any details as of now is deeply concerning. Now, there is the distinct possibility they could surprise us with something, but often the schedule is released ahead of time, and it doesn't appear that Young Justice or Greg are on the list. Now, this doesn't mean we're not getting a Season 5. There's still a lot going on behind the scenes at Warner Brothers, especially with David Zaslav chopping everything in sight that doesn't make money. But that's the good news for Young Justice. As Greg has said, the streaming numbers are quote-unquote exceptional, and if you go to HBO and look at their trending titles, it's almost always on the list. Additionally, various social media accounts run by HBO are constantly getting comments about renewing Young Justice and Young Justice Season 5, so there's no way they're ignoring this, but the fact that Greg is not part of Comic-Con and they have to be beat over the head to understand how important the show is to fans, like I said, is very concerning. Also, keep this in mind. Zaslav has made it pretty clear. If the project's not about to release, they're not bringing it to Comic-Con. They're not doing anything for The Flash or Blue Beetle, so that means that the show being so far out, they may not be covering it because he doesn't see the value in it right now. That is one caveat we should consider. Now, obviously, we're going to cover Young Justice and Comic-Con really closely, but I do remain concerned, and I am worried we might be at the end of the road for Young Justice, but we've been here before, so I am holding out some hope. Now we can continue the social media campaign. Don't forget the Renew Young Justice Season 5, and Save Earth 16 hashtags. They're exactly how we get Warner Brothers and HBO to renew the show, and since we've done it before, I'm sure we can do it again. But until we get more news, what do you guys think? Do you feel like the fact that Young Justice is not going to be at Comic-Con is a really bad sign for the future of the show? And what do you think it would take for Warner Brothers leadership to understand how important and profitable this show actually is? Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.